Hello everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to do the Infinite Guardian parts glitch in Breath of the Wild. I'll do my best to make this as simple as possible to make it easy to follow. My name's Bill Tendo, now let's get into it. In order to perform this glitch, the only thing that you will need is the Magnesis Rune, and a large enough metal object to be able to push a Decayed Guardian. For example, a nearby metal door, large metal box if there are any close by, a giant boomerang, a double axe, a Lionel crusher, a Lionel sword, a chest, or basically any nearby large metal object. You can also use pretty much any metal weapon, even a small metal weapon, to move the Guardian, as if Link's body is touching the Guardian at the same time as the metal weapon, it will move the Guardian. But this is a much harder method to do. The easiest way is to use an amiibo or an amiibo card, if you have one, to summon a chest and use that to push the Guardian. If you don't have either of those, then the objects and weapons I mentioned before should work just fine. Now there are 4 Guardians that can be used for this glitch. These are their locations. There's one on the east side of the Gerudo Desert, south of Devil Peak. Another in the Lanayru region, just south of the Lanayru Tower. Another that is to the west of the Woodland Tower. And the last one is in Castle Town, by Hyrule Castle on the east side. The reason only these 4 Guardians work is because they are dynamically loaded objects, and the others are static. What you will need to do is use your metal object and Magnesis to move the Guardian 2 map units away from its original position. This is what the map units look like right here. And once it is 2 map units away, it will begin spewing out parts for you to collect. Or, if you for you to bathe in. I mean, I don't judge. You do you. I mean, I definitely don't bathe in the Guardian parts. That's for sure. Now I'll be showing you the path that I take for each Guardian, which you can also use, or if you know or find a better path, you can put it down in the comments below to let others know. This is the path that I'll be using for the East Castletown Guardian, right here. As you can see, I go down this way, and then go towards Riverside Stable. Alright, for the first Guardian, I'll be using the one I think is best. As long as you're okay with taking out a few Guardian crawlers along the way to get to the Decayed Guardian, which is in East Castletown. Now, if you don't want to take on any Guardians, then you may want to go for the one near Gerudo Desert, which does have a Guardian on the way, but you can avoid it. Or you can also go for the one by Lanayru Tower. The reason I believe East Castletown is the best Guardian to use is because you can bring it to the Riverside Stable, and you can sell the parts while you're collecting them. This can also be done with the Lanayru Tower Guardian. You can bring that one to a stable as well. Now to begin, basically you'll be clearing out the Guardians that would be blocking your way when you're moving the Decayed Guardian down to the stable. These are the 6 Guardians that I recommend defeating, marked here on the map. And once you defeat them, then you can go to Castletown. You might also need to beat the Crawler Guardian that's in Castletown, that's right next to the Decayed Guardian, but sometimes he doesn't notice you. Now, once you've taken out all the Guardians that will be in your path, you're going to go right next to the Decayed Guardian, switch to Cryonis, and then save the game. Now you're going to flip over the Guardian, either using a metal object or Cryonis, and check what kind of parts it will be giving out. These parts that fall out will be the ones that you'll be getting. Now if you've already flipped this Guardian over before and collected these parts, the glitch is still going to work. You just won't know what you're going to get until you get to the end. until you get it 2 map units away and it starts spewing out parts. But for now, you will know what you're getting, and all you have to do is now to reload until you're satisfied with the parts that you'll be getting. And once you like what you see, you can begin moving it. Now, start by using your metal object, either a chest from an amiibo or a large metal object, large metal weapon. There is a door nearby in this guardian in particular. And what you're going to do is you're going to start moving it this way. And I will show you the path. Alright, now for a little warning. There are a few things that can crash your game once the parts start coming out. One way is if you pause the game, or basically if you hit the plus or minus button, it can cause your game to crash. Sometimes even opening the quick menu from the D-pad, like left D-pad, right D-pad, up D-pad to get into the quick menus, can also crash your game. But it's rare that the quick menu will cause it to crash. However, the pause menu will pretty much always cause it to crash by opening either the start menu or the map. To avoid this, just make sure that you flip the Guardian onto its bottom and wait for the parts to stop flowing. Once they aren't flowing any longer, then you can pause and open your map without any worry. Another way the game can crash is if a blood moon occurs while the Guardian is spewing out its parts. Of course, it doesn't always crash when it's happening, but it can. Now, if you end up doing this at a bad time, but you notice the blood moon before it actually starts, all you need to do is flip the Guardian over, wait and make sure that the parts stop flowing, and then wait for the blood moon to finish. And then you can flip the Guardian back over and go back to farming. The blood moon does not despawn the Guardian, which you will see in this video. Now, once you're at this stable, and the waterfall of parts is going, you can pick a spot to put the Guardian, and then get a good position for collecting. And just keep hitting the A button, or if you, on the alternative, if you have a turbo controller, then you can just use that to hit the A button for you and collect parts. Now once you've collected a bunch of parts, or however many parts you want to collect, you can flip the Guardian over, and since Beetle is nearby in this area, you can wait for the parts to stop flowing after you flip the Guardian over, and then go over to Beetle and sell all the parts that you just collected, you know, if you're looking for rubies, and then you can go back and flip the Guardian back over and start collecting them again. And once you're completely satisfied with all the parts, just make sure to flip the Guardian back over onto its bottom, wait for the flow to stop, and then save and reload your game. Or, alternatively, you can also just go, run away from the Guardian and go like 2 map units away in order to make the Guardian despawn, and then you can safely save your game and reload if you want, but you don't need to. Now I'll show you the path of the other 3 Guardians. This is the path of the Gerudo Desert Guardian, which most people consider the easiest. And where my cursor is right here, there is a Guardian that may notice you. I believe it's around this area right here. Now, you have to make sure, as you can see, you have to fall down a few cliffs. Right here, right here, right here. You have to make sure that you jump down quick enough with the Guardian when you knock it over the edge, and with your metal object, whatever you're using to move the Guardian. You have to get down there quickly so that neither of them despawn. But this is the basic path. You go down the cliffs, head over here, and then go up towards this shrine right here. And that's where it starts spewing out, right around this area. This is the path of the Woodland Tower Guardian, which is also the most difficult. It's incredibly hard to get the Guardian out of the swampy area, and I definitely recommend doing any of the other Guardians besides this one. This is the path, as you can see. I bring it out of the swampy area this way, get onto this road, go down this way, and all the way over here is 2 map units away. Now, if you know a better path than this, you can let me know, but this seemed like the easiest path to take. Other than this, you could also go down this way where my cursor is, and maybe go towards the this stable right here, the Wetland stable, which is also where you bring the Lanayru Guardian. this is the path of the Lanayru Guardian, which ends up over here at the wetland stable right here, which you can use to sell the parts that you collect to Beetle. But you start here and you go this way across this bridge right here, then across this bridge, then through this marsh, which you can go, as long as you go through the marsh to here, you can take any sort of path this way. This is the way I go. And then you go up this road all the way to the stable. Thank you so much for watching the video today. Hopefully this tutorial helped you out. If you want to see more tutorials on Breath of the Wild and some new Pokemon Snap in the future, remember to subscribe, like, comment. My name's Bill Tendo, and have a nice day.